wait. Before you decide to form a partnership with somebody, you need to check out this video, okay? Because I'm going to give you the game plan how to make this the most effective. Check this out.
I'm working with a partner, but he's not calling with me. He's very smart, and he's a very good numbers guy, and that's his skill, and he just radiates the energy of an integrator. And me being a visionary, I'm obsessed with sales, I'm obsessed with marketing, and I want to do this for a while. How do I properly compensate, and how do we make this fair? Because I kind of do feel salty. Just, I'm doing all the mule work of the business.
How do what's the relationship, James? How do you know each other?
Oh, we're friends since we were like 11, 12. It's tough, sticky.
Fantastic. Well, here's the thing, James. You got to decide as soon as possible. Do you want, in this business, do you want to take more money home for you and your family, or do you want to celebrate the building of this business with your buddy? That's what it is. Okay. Because the fact is, you will double your income if you do it yourself. The other thing is, money isn't everything. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, you could make all the money and feel good, but then all of a sudden, you're missing out on like somebody that's an important part of your life. You know what I mean? So if you do, if it is a true partnership, then you're just going to have to figure out if that works for you. Now, a couple different things that I would suggest, because I think that both you guys can grow it. And I think that you can say, listen, once we do 50 deals, once we do 30 deals, once we do 100 deals, let's sit down and have an honest conversation with each other, and just a business conversation. Let's just try our best not to bring in a lot of emotions, and just say, do we want to do this ourselves and build two businesses, or stay together? Okay? Because at that point, he knows the systems, he knows the lead generation, he knows how to get it, but then he can go off and running. So let me just kind of give you my personal experience. I had a phenomenal partner. His name was Dustin. Phenomenal integrator, way smarter than me, way more consistent and reliable, right? This guy we called him Daddy Dustin, right? Because he was just the most reliable. He had all the stuff, right? He was incredible. And we split up in 2017. We had been business partners for about 3 years. I was always the one hunting. He would sell the deal. And then I started coaching, and then things kind of got all over the place. And he has quadrupled the amount of money he has made. Okay? He has just gone bananas. He is wildly more successful by himself than he was with me. Okay? So, and vice versa. I mean, mine has gone, crazy as well. So I think that if you have that conversation, you say, okay, at 20 deals, we're going to look at this thing and decide. I think that that's the smartest way, because here's the thing, James, if you're already feeling like you're looking over your shoulder, and while you're making calls, he's at the beach or at the lake or on vacation or, doing research on where to go next, that's not a job. That's not a business partner. That's an employee. That's the problem. The problem is you gave half your company away for somebody that should just be a lead manager. And I pay my lead manager $20 an hour, $25 an hour. Anyway, but that's just the way it works. If you're starting to feel that way, then you need to communicate and just figure out, do you want to are you going to hit your financial goals in the time that you want, if you have a business partner?
For sure.
And
he's also,
go ahead, James.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, he's also interested in being a long-term investor, holding properties and et cetera. His mindset is framed around ultimately being an investor, and I kind of radiate with that as well. Yeah. So I do think it could be a bit, but like you were saying, we just have to have a real conversation, the tough one. Just talk about what we long-term want and what are we willing to do right now, for it.
James, if you find the deal and you sell the deal and you're doing the customer service with the seller and the buyer and you're working with it, and you get half of that, you're going to start getting bitter, bro. I am telling you, you just get bitter. You get bitter, and then it's almost like that girlfriend you don't want to break up with. You want them to break up with you. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you start getting like kind of, shorter, or you're just, you complain more, or you're just not as peppy, and you're not like bringing all that energy, and it just feels awkward. It's a gross place to be. You know what I mean? It's just a gross place to be, and it just doesn't feel good. So I would say over communicate, and just determine if you want to tie your goals into how much money you take home to you and your family and your goal and your real estate portfolio. And you are not responsible for his income. He's responsible. Your income is determined by the amount of value you provide to the marketplace. So if you're providing more, inevitably you guys will split up, and he's going to have to fend for himself. It's a lot easier if he's got enough runway and game plan to plan for that. If he's not willing to get on. That's why anybody, just to let you know, James, and we're kind of going along in this, but I think this is a great question. Anybody that joins my program that is partnered, and I don't care if they're husband and wife, but if they're buddies, if they're friends, if they're business partners, I say you both have to be hunting, or there's gonna be problems. Because if one person's hunting and the other one's gathering, there's gonna be problems. There's gonna be some friction there. So both of them, both of you should be hunting. Both of you should be calling. Both of you should be finding opportunities and converting those deals. What's that?
Thank you. Especially at this stage, I feel getting the ground running.
100%. If you're building as you're building this thing and he's not hunting, whoo, what are you doing? I mean, you're giving half away. You're giving half away. But if he's willing to hunt, then now we're talking. If you want to settle this thing in, you guys are both willing to hunt and go out there and really make an impact. That's when things work, for sure.
Yep. Thank you so much, Brent. And shout out to you. Shout out to Steve Trang. I'm trying to be one of his 100 millionaires. You guys have meant so much to me these months. You guys have literally changed my life, the projection of my life. I love economics, and this seems a direct way to get into it. And I'm going to buy you a steak dinner one night.
I love it.
I got you guys. Thank you
I
so
love
much.
it. I'm excited for that, James. Thank you. And the truth is, I mean, nothing happens unless James is making those 15,000 calls, right? He's implementing. He's the hero of this thing. So I'll let a hero buy me a steak dinner. Little do you guys know, behind the scenes here, Jesse and Mike at 11 o'clock just ate a 2-pound bag of beef jerky. Okay. They are drinking so much water back here because they have like 150 grams of salt inside of them right now.
It's not going to eat itself.
No, it's not going to eat itself. Yeah. You need to get a little snack here once you get up. So yeah, there you go. We've got a lot of exciting things. If you like that video, hit that subscribe button. We come out with new videos every single day. And if you want your questions answered, like you and I, one-on-one, make sure that you join us for the live show every single Wednesday. I will see you there.